Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the news at 6 on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. The headlines this evening. Rajya Sabha adjourned after protests over government formation in Goa and Manipur. Congress says BJP defied Supreme Court judgments mandating invites to single largest party. N. Biren Singh sworn in as new Manipur Chief Minister. 8 ministers from the BJP's alliance partners also take oath. Rape-accused Samajwadi Party leader Gayatri Prajapati arrested and sent to 14 days of judicial custody in Lucknow. Police also detained 3 accomplices of the SP leader. And Trump administration backs India's claim for membership to the nuclear suppliers group, says it's working with other members to advance India's case. Well, the opposition Congress on Wednesday accused the BJP of devaluing democracy in Goa and Manipur. The party claimed that the governors of these states had acted in a partisan manner. Dismissing the objections, the government said the Congress failed to muster the numbers to form the government. The House saw several adjournments through the day as the Congress sought to corner the government on the issue. Here's a detailed report.
The Congress targeted the government in the Rajya Sabha after the BJP cobbled up a majority in Goa and Manipur. Raising the issue during 0 hour, Congress's deputy leader in the House, Anand Sharma, accused the BJP of violating the people's mandate in the 2 states. Leader of the opposition, Ghulam Nabi Azad, cited rulings by the constitution benches of the Supreme Court to state that the governor was bound to invite the party with the largest numbers of MLAs to form the government.
विरोध करते हैं पूरी तरह से स्टेटस को मेंटेन करना चाहिए दोनों जगह चीफ मिनिस्टर को इस्तीफा देकर और जो गवर्नर्स हैं दोनों गोवा के और मणिपुर के उनको सरकारों को बर्खास्त करके वहां दोनों चीफ मिनिस्टरों को जो कांग्रेस का लेजिस्लेचर पार्टी का लीडर है गोवा का और मणिपुर का उन कांग्रेस के लेजिस्लेचर पार्टी लीडरों को गवर्नर ने ओथ दिलानी चाहिए और उन्हें समय देना चाहिए अपना बहुमत प्रूव करने के लिए सदन.
I'm sorry to say, mandate has been violated, established law and constitutional position has been disrespected, and a party which has won a big state is stealing MLAs, stealing the mandate to cobble together the government. It's a murder of democracy.
CPM Sitaram Yechuri backed the stand of the Congress party.
Principle of the single majority, largest party being called is a principle that's established. That has been violated. The House must note that this is something of a violation that has happened.
Citing instances, Leader of the House Arun Jaitley defended the governor's decisions in Manipur and Goa.
जबकि वैकल्पिक गठबंधन के पास स्पष्ट बहुमत हो, बहुमत के लोग राज्यपाल के सामने पेश हो चुके हों, राज्यपाल को लिख के दे चुके हों और राज्यपाल ने जो निर्णय लिया है उसके ऊपर कल स्पष्ट फैसला हो जाएगा कि बहुमत किसके साथ है. लोकतंत्र का आधार है कि सरकार बहुमत की बने, अल्पमत की नहीं, और इसलिए अल्पमत को बुलाना इसकी कोई गुंजाइश लोकतंत्र के अंदर नहीं है.
Jaitley's assertions failed to quell the protests as Congress members entered the well and protested against the government. 0 hour was disrupted while question hour was washed away. Even in the post-lunch session, the protests remained unabated. With no visible respite, the chair adjourned the House till Thursday. Although the BJP finished second in both states, it was in an advantageous position to form government with the help of allies. With Kriti Mishra and Panchanan Mishra, Vishal Dahiya, Rajya Sabha TV, Delhi.
The members cutting across party lines expressed concern over the suicide of JNU scholar Muthu Krishnan in the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. The government informed the upper house that it had directed the Delhi police to urgently register FIR in the suicide case of Muthu Krishnan.
JNU research scholar Muthu Krishnan's suicide evoked concern in the upper house on Wednesday. Raising the issue during 0 hour, CPI leader D. Rajya alleged discrimination against Dalit students in central universities.
take such extreme step of losing his life, sir? What is happening in our country? What is happening in the central universities in India? Why there is discrimination against students coming from Dalits, tribal communities and minorities and OBCs? What is democracy we are talking about, sir?
Several other opposition members demanded the response from the HRD minister.
मेरी ये मांग है कि जो देश के शिक्षा मंत्री हैं, एचआरडी मिनिस्टर हैं, उनको जब यहाँ दिल्ली में ये घटना हुई है, he should have been here, उनको बताना चाहिए हाउस में कि ये घटना इस तरह से हुई है और इस घटना पर कार्रवाई गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है।
Statement from the HRD minister should have been here. Now, since this government has come, today's question answer, the crime rate against the Dalits has gone up from 19.6 to 23.4%.
So let the minister react.
Untimely death of him or utter extreme decision taken by that young fellow, a bright and ambitious student, sir. So there must be some provocation.
Very unfortunate.
Sir, they have the FIR has not been filed, sir. The postmortem has not.
Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman assured the House of a thorough investigation. She added the government is urging the police to include sections related to prevention of atrocities against SC/ST students and abetment to suicide as well.
We very clearly directed the police, as per the instructions of Home Minister, that by 12 o'clock the FIR should be filed and a copy should be given to the father, to the guardian and to any number of students who would want to get a copy of it.
Muthu Krishnan, a 28-year-old Dalit PhD scholar at the Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi, was found hanging from a ceiling fan at his friend's house in Delhi on Monday. Krishnan was at the forefront of the movement for justice for his Dalit scholar friend Rohit Vimla, who committed suicide in Hyderabad last year. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, the government on Wednesday gave an assurance that once the probe into the JNU student Muthu Krishnan's suicide is completed, action will be initiated. Members of the Congress and the AIADMK today raised the issue of his death in the Lok Sabha, demanding a probe on the matter.
The suicide of JNU student Muthu Krishnan was raised in Lok Sabha on Wednesday. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Anand Kumar assured the House that a probe was on into the student's death and appropriate action will be taken after it is over.
The entire House shares the grief about the sad demise of JNU student Muthu Krishnan. Post-mortem is on in AIIMS and the Delhi police is investigating into the matter for the reasons of this death and suitable action will be taken. Everybody is grief-stricken, madam.
Earlier, members of the Congress and the AIADMK had raised the issue during 0 hour. The Dalit PhD student at JNU was found hanging at his friend's house outside the university campus. The members urged the government to conduct an unbiased probe.
There seems to be some caste discrimination against Dalit at the JNU. It appears that there is also a discrimination against the students from the south. I request the HRD minister to order the probe into their death. And I also request the government to instruct the police to take necessary action.
The student Muthu Krishnan belongs to scheduled caste from the state of Tamil Nadu. His father, Jeevaratnam, demanding CBI inquiry. Madam, this is a very important and serious matter. But after Rohit Vimla, again Dalit students is harassing, caste discrimination and hanging, madam.
Belonging to Salem in Tamil Nadu, Muthu Krishnan completed his MPhil from Hyderabad Central University in 2015. He had recently wrote about discrimination and struggles that he had faced in his life in a Facebook post. With inputs from Ravindra Shoran and Pranav Goswami, Bureau Report for Rajya Sabha TV.
While making a statement in the Lok Sabha, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said that safety of the Indian diaspora in the United States is the government's top priority. Swaraj said that her ministry is keeping a close watch on the incidents of racial attacks on Indians living abroad and has got assurance about their safety from the authorities there. Referring to the recent attacks on Srinivas Kuchibotla and Deep Rai, Swaraj said that she had spoken to their families and raised the matter with the highest authorities in the United States. Several MPs have sought a response from the government in the 0 hour on the 9th of March over the recent attacks on Indians abroad.
विदेशों में बसे भारतीय डायस्पोरा की सुरक्षा तथा संरक्षा हमारी सरकार की सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है। हम अमेरिकी सरकार के साथ लगातार बातचीत कर रहे हैं। किसी भी आपातकालीन मुद्दे के समाधान के लिए हमारे दूतावास तथा कौंसुलावास स्थानीय भारतीय समुदाय के दलों के साथ निकट संपर्क बनाए हुए हैं। मैं विश्वास दिलाती हूं कि हम विदेशों में रहने वाले भारतीयों के जीवन को प्रभावित करने वाली किसी भी गतिविधि के प्रति सतर्क हैं और उनके हितों की रक्षा करने के लिए हर संभव कार्य करेंगे।
Well, BJP formed its first ever government in Manipur after N. Biren Singh took oath as the Chief Minister of the state today. A former Congress leader, Biren Singh, promised to work together with allies for the development of the state. National People's Party leader Y. Joykumar Singh was sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister, who was also once considered as the right-hand man of Congress Chief Minister Ibobi Singh.
Ending 15 years of Congress rule, BJP's Nongtongbam Biren Singh was sworn in as Chief Minister of Manipur in Imphal. Y. Joykumar Singh of the National People's Party was sworn in as Deputy Chief Minister. 7 MLAs also took oath, including 3 MLAs from the NPP and 1 each from the BJP, the NPF and LJP and the Congress. Ahead of the swearing-in, Biren Singh assured that the party will work together with its allies.
Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good.
Is there any confrontation with the partners in terms of...
No, not at all, not at all.
And you are confident that you will prove your majority on the floor of the House?
Definitely.
A national-level football player turned politician, 56-year-old Biren Singh left the Congress to join the BJP last year. Formerly a minister in the Ibobi Singh-led government, 4-time MLA from Haingang Assembly constituency, Biren resigned from the party after revolting against Ibobi Singh.
Yeah, we are happy that everything is worked out, and we are happy and we are very confident that this will be a very strong and stable government, and will be a government that will work for the people of Manipur and change Manipur.
Manipur has now become the 3rd state after Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast to have a BJP government. Although the Congress emerged as the single largest party with 28 seats, it could not form the government after the regional parties NPP, NPF and LJP decided to go with the BJP. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, a day after swearing in as Goa Chief Minister, Manohar Parrikar is confident of proving majority in the trust vote on Thursday. Manohar Parrikar took charge as the Chief Minister of Goa today and is now preparing for the floor test tomorrow. Parrikar said that another independent MLA has supported his coalition government, raising its tally to 22, 2 more than the halfway mark in a 40-member assembly. The BJP had won 13 seats while the Congress won 17. BJP, however, staked claim and formed its government, claiming that the support of 21 MLAs. Congress moved Supreme Court seeking a stay on Parrikar's swearing-in, which SC refused and ordered a floor test on Thursday.
I don't think there is any problem with anyone. It was actually indirectly proved, though the law requires it to be done on the floor of the assembly. Yesterday you were present for the swearing-in ceremony. All 22 plus 1 who supports were there. Again, Congress went to governor in the afternoon around 1 or 2 o'clock, where they only presented 17 people. The number is very clear, so I don't see any reason why there has to be any apprehension.
Well, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal continued his tirade against EVMs on Wednesday too, alleging that machine tampering may have led to AAP's poor showing in Punjab. Questioning the reliability of electronic voting machines, Kejriwal said at least 20% of AAP's votes may have been transferred to the SAD-BJP coalition. He wrote to the Delhi Chief Secretary on Tuesday, directing him to request the State Election Commission to hold the upcoming municipal polls in Delhi using ballot papers. Saying that the Aam Aadmi Party has strong prima facie evidence of foul play, Kejriwal also demanded that votes registered in EVMs be compared with the VVPAT trail in around 32 places in Punjab where the paper audit system was in place. Meanwhile, BSP Chief Mayawati also attacked the BJP over the UP results and decided to move court against the alleged tampering of EVMs. She said that the BSP will observe a black day every month against the murder of democracy by the BJP.
तो लोगों का ईवीएम मशीनों पर से विश्वास पूरी तरह से डगमगा गया है कि कुछ ना कुछ तो गड़बड़ है। इलेक्शन कमीशन की जिम्मेदारी है लोगों का पूरे प्रोसेस पे और मशीनों के ऊपर विश्वास बना रहे, इसको कायम करने की। ये इलेक्शन कमीशन की जिम्मेदारी है। इसको यू कैन ब्रश इट अंडर द कार्पेट।
धरना प्रदर्शन अगले महीने 11 अप्रैल को होगा। इसके बाद फिर अगले महीने 11 मई को होगा। ये क्रम चलता रहेगा। इस प्रकार से ये आंदोलन उत्तर प्रदेश के हर जिला हेडक्वार्टर में हर महीने 11 तारीख को जहां लोकतंत्र की गई हत्या के विरोध में इसे काला दिवस के रूप में धरना प्रदर्शन के जरिए प्रदर्शित किया जाएगा।
Well, it's time for a short break now, but news and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Gyan chopper is the ancient version of Indian snakes and ladders. This intriguing game was popular among the old, the young and the rulers as well. The chopper has its origin in the Jain philosophy. It tells the story of virtue, symbolized by the ladders, rewarded, while the vices shown by the snakes are punished. Each square in turn also narrates some message of wisdom.
राज्यसभा में जारी है अवरोध। कांग्रेस ने लगाए लोकतंत्र की हत्या के आरोप। मणिपुर और गोवा में राज्यपाल की भूमिका पर उठाए सवाल। देखिए पहली खबर, राज्यसभा में अवरोध, रात 8 बजे।
A labyrinth of hundreds of narrow stairway passages is a significant and historical component of what you popularly know as Bara Imam Bara. Some of these narrow stairways have dead ends, some end at precipitous drops, while others lead to entrance or exit points. Historically, Bhul Bhulaiya was constructed to confuse the enemy intruder, and the narrow lanes of the labyrinth can make anyone feel lost. The structure contains various strategically built hollows in the corridors.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, rape accused UP Minister Gayatri Prajapati was on Wednesday arrested in Lucknow. The police also detained 6 accomplices of the Samajwadi Party leader. Prajapati was produced before a court and sent to 14 days of judicial custody. He was booked on the Supreme Court directive for the alleged gang rape of a woman and an alleged attempt to rape her minor daughter. Meanwhile, the Samajwadi Party has dismissed allegations that the former Akhilesh Yadav government had shielded Prajapati, who held campaigns openly during the just concluded assembly elections. Prajapati lost from Amethi.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट उनको सत्र न्यायालय मतलब हाई कोर्ट जाने का आदेश दिया था। हाई कोर्ट में तैयार करा रहे थे, अपने विधिक अधिकारों को इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे, कहीं फरार नहीं थे। लेकिन उससे पहले उनको लखनऊ पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार कर लिया, क्योंकि उनके दोनों बेटों को थाने गौतमपल्ली थाने बैठा रखा गया था। इस चक्कर में उन्होंने न्यायालय समर्पण करने जा रहे थे, आज उससे पहले गिरफ्तार हो गए। वो
अभी तक आज से पहले तक 6 अभियुक्त गिरफ्तार हुए थे। आज 7वां अभियुक्त भी गिरफ्तार हुआ है। विवेचना गुण दोष के आधार पर जारी है और बहुत जल्दी पूरा का पूरा मैटर कोर्ट में प्रेषित किया जाएगा।
Here's a roundup of the other national news in nationwide. 3 militants were killed and a policeman injured in an encounter in Kashmir's Kupwara district early today. Security forces launched a cordon and search operation in Karalus village following intelligence inputs about the presence of militants in the area. Accepting responsibility for the crushing defeat in the recently concluded Uttar Pradesh Assembly election, State Congress President Raj Babbar offered to resign from his post. Babbar was appointed as the state chief just before the polls. Out of the 105 seats it contested in alliance with the Samajwadi Party, the Congress managed to win just 7. The National Conference and Congress will jointly contest the forthcoming Lok Sabha by-polls in Jammu and Kashmir. The move comes in a bid to put up a combined fight against the ruling PDP-BJP coalition. National Conference President Farooq Abdullah will contest from Srinagar constituency, while State Congress Chief Ghulam Ahmad Mir will face the by-poll from Anantnag. A Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter plane crashed in Rajasthan's Barmer district this afternoon during a routine sortie. Reports claim 3 people were injured, but both pilots are safe. A court of inquiry has been ordered by the Indian Air Force while the area has been cordoned off. Moving on to some international news now. The Trump administration in the United States says that it's working with India and members of the nuclear suppliers group to push for India's membership in the elite group. A State Department spokesperson said, and I quote, "The United States supports India's full membership in the 4 multilateral export control regimes, and we believe that India is ready for NSG membership. We have worked and continue to work closely with our Indian counterparts and the NSG participating governments to help advance India's case for membership." The move indicates a change in America's policy on the issue under the Trump administration. The United States and India have been working on the issue right from the time of the Bush administration. Despite its best effort, the Obama administration couldn't see it through due to opposition from China. The baton now has been passed on to the Trump administration, but the true test for India will still remain China. Well, here's a roundup of the other international news in Global Buzz. Pakistan is planning to declare the strategic Gilgit-Baltistan region as the 5th province, a move that may raise concern in India as it borders the disputed Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. This was proposed by a committee headed by Foreign Affairs Advisor Sarfraz Aziz. Gilgit-Baltistan is currently treated as a separate geographical entity by Pakistan. It has a regional assembly and an elected chief minister. Chinese Premier Li Keqiang said Beijing does not want a trade war with the US and urged talks between both sides to achieve common ground. Speaking at his annual news conference, Li said that a trade war between the two countries would harm both sides. Li also reiterated that China-US relations are founded upon adherence to the One China policy, under which Washington acknowledges the Chinese position that there is only one China of which Taiwan is a part. Well, South Korea will hold presidential elections on May 9 to replace impeached leader Park Geun-hye, who was dismissed on the 10th of March over a corruption scandal. Prime Minister Hwang Kyo-ahn, who has also been acting president since December, has ruled out running for president. Hwang had emerged in opinion polls as a top conservative candidate, even though he never declared an intention to run. And some sports news now, where Shashank Manohar has resigned as ICC chairman after merely 8 months in office, citing personal reasons. Manohar mailed his resignation letter to ICC CEO Dave Richardson without clarifying the exact reason for his sudden move. However, sources suggest that Manohar's decision to quit stems from the fact that the BCCI seems to have gained enough ground to block constitutional and financial reforms in ICC that would have come up for approval at its next board meeting. Any reform to be passed needs 2/3 majority, and the BCCI is believed to have managed to get Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe on its side. Last year, Manohar had resigned from the BCCI, citing his inability to carry out the Lodha committee reforms in toto. That's it on this newscast. Have a good evening.